everybody, Mike Fifer, Fifer Hobby Supply. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but my neighbors back here are having a party once again. So there's a lot of thumping music going on and stuff tonight. But anyway, tonight it's going to be brief, as I always say. But this is going to be update 120, and I'll show you what I've been thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking and not much making. But I'll show you what I've got going on around as I usually do. And we'll take a look down here at the other end. And I have one little Mustang tidbit I'm going to show you. So let's get on with this one. Okay, gang, I told you I would start down here. I was going to start down here. I kind of redid the curbing on the used car lot and fixed the sign up and put a fence in behind it. Of course, it looks like poop sitting on the pink foam. But this area over here will be filled in with grass. The street will go down like this and down that way. And we'll play that by ear as to whether or not I want some houses on both sides of the street of some kind. Might put the trailer park on one side and the houses on the other side. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. But I did work on the used car lot. I got the used car billboard repaired. It had disintegrated in my box. I don't know, you guys can't see it. Well, you guys really can't see it there. I put some bullet holes in it, just so you know it's a bad neighborhood. What I wound up doing here is I took the base off of this. It's a downtown deco, and it had a real, well, you see how thick the front wall is. It had a base that thick on it, if you remember. And I lost a piece off the corner, and I always thought it looked stupid sitting up that high, like a 1/4 inch higher than everything else. So I made a template, and I did the base, and the building doesn't fit down in there because it's hanging right here on this little nubbin of ballast. But I'll fix that. But as you can tell, it's the wrong side of town. The only normal thing is the kid getting a Coke out of the machine. This guy's over here is probably cheating on his wife or something. But anyway, that'll work there. So that'll be a permanent spot for that. I'm going to do the same thing over here for this gas station. I'm going to build a template. And I may take that template on down past those two buildings there. And do the template all in one piece. Not sure what's going to go in behind here. I did decide that the co-op office is going to go back here. If I move this, that leaves room for trucks to get in and out. Over here to be unloaded. That southwestern, basically it's a storage building, will be there. And it has doors on both sides, so it can be fed by truck or fed by rail. They can ramp stuff down into the building. But I think it's going to go there. That little building back there is the palm reader. And I'm thinking I'm going to move this out over in here somewhere. And my little bitty post office, in fact, my little bitty post office and my little bitty palm reader might be good together. And we'll see how that goes. But that's what I've been goofing with so far. I kind of came over here and just looked at this area. And I think what I'm going to do is put the cattle pen right there. This road right here will come across the tracks, go along the front of the cattle pen, and come this way and probably cross the tracks over in here somewhere. And that will allow for getting to the parking area of the auction house. And the cattle pen will just be for loading trucks. So I think that'll work, and that's probably about how that's going to look over there. Maybe a couple of sheds or something might be appropriate. I don't know down on the other side over there. I'm still working that out in my head. But I've kind of been concentrating back here, and I really don't think I have enough houses yet. I kind of want to fill that all up with houses and mobile homes back in there. But we'll see. We'll see how that works. But in all honesty, that's about all of the progress that I have made. I don't really think there's anything else to show you. So I think this will be a super mini video. I'm going to come out and try and mount that biker bar today. I've been working on the Mustang, and I'll show you something real quick on there since this is going to be a real short video. I'll go out there and show you something. But I believe that's it. I was going to take a video the other night while I was doing something, and Gavin came over and got my other tripod. But when he did that, he took my phone holder there, so I couldn't do it. But it was kind of a toss-up whether I was or wasn't. Everything out here is pretty normal. I'll show you this. I'm going to put this on the fascia of the layout. And you can see when I turn it, he opens and closes his mouth. I found that at a museum over in Deming. And of course, I'm a horny toad freak, so that'll go on the front of the layout somewhere. And then this, one of my customers, and I'm sorry that I can't remember who it was, had told me about rubber rocks. This is one of the rubber rocks. We bought 3 long ones for the club in the Santa Fe long, I don't know what it is, Santa Fe long 1 or something, I don't know. And he sent me this one just to try out. Now, we're not going to, while it's very cool and it's bendable, you know, you can bend it and stuff, that's really cool, and it may be worth it, but I just think that $20 is, I don't know whether people would spend money on $20 for a piece of rock that size. Maybe they would. The long ones were $40, and we were able to cut them in half and in sections and piece them together and use them at the club. And I'll throw you, just so you can kind of see what we're doing there, I'll throw in a couple of pictures here, and we'll go with that after the Mustang video, or maybe before it. But anyway, let me go show you what's happening with the Mustang. Okay, so here's the Mustang with the top down, which is no big deal. And I've been telling everybody that I bought the car this color so it matches the license plate. But anyway, I got exhaust put on it. These are Pipe Bomb exhaust. They were supposed to be extremely loud, however they're extremely mellow, and as soon as my neighbor leaves here, I'll start it up for you. Okay, so here it is running, and you can hear that it's a lot deeper tone than the stock was, but it's not overpowering, and even when you're accelerating, it's not overpowering, and I kind of like it like this. It's like 2 levels above the stock exhaust, and to me, right now it's just perfect. So that'll be it on the exhaust. It's all stainless, by the way. Okay, gang, I talked to you about the layout that was going to go on back here, but I once again changed my mind. I found out that these houses over here were too thick to fit in facing away and have these facing this way, over here. The area is too skinny. So I decided to put the mobile home park over there in that area, which I think that works out well. The little welding shop can go back there. Of course, there'll be some trees and stuff. And then these houses, two of them I've added these little garages to. Now they're not painted correctly. The one is, the one isn't. And then I put these other houses here facing the opposite way. And by the time I put a road in there and put some yards in these things, I think that's going to look really good. Then I put a new business over here being constructed, and the little itty bitty post office over here, and then the used car lot billboard will be over there where you see it laying, and that truck, I don't know where it's going. It's just laying there. But as I showed you before, the biker bar, all that stuff is probably going to remain the same. It's just that this is the layout that I think I like for the structures. And I think those mobile homes will be moved forward some, and the street that feeds the mobile home park will be right behind the used car lot. And there will likely be a fence all the way around the trailer park. And the little welding shop will be a dead end back there with kind of maybe a circle drive, I'm not sure. And all these houses here will have little yards. And like I say, that business being built in the post office. The little Hispanic house with the fence, I actually like it there, like it's been there forever. And then the other the two southwestern structures, and another little long house there, which is not very detailed, but all that stuff's going to be in the background back there. So anyway, let me get down off the stool. Let me back the stool up and get up on the stool. Now you can kind of see how that area lays out. It's kind of a goofy shape, but I think I like all those structures in there. Let me know what you think. Well, okay, gang, that's about it for 120. The weather's cooling off a lot. I'm winding up with not as much yard chores as I usually do, and so forth. And I'm not modifying the new Mustang as much as I would have been on either one of the other two. So that a lot of that is not eating up my time or eating into my time. The RVing season is almost over here. So that being said, I'm kind of getting more into coming out here and working on this and working on some structures. As you've seen, the one little house, the prefab, Woodland Scenic prefab over there, I don't know how I'm going to paint that. And then that other Atlas structure there, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it, but it needs to be either disassembled and painted or painted in place. And it's missing some parts on the opposite side, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it simply because you're not going to see that side of it. So what I'll have to do is make some patterns over there for the roadway and so forth. I'm probably going to wind up using the foam as the road over there. I'm kind of liking sticking that foam down to the pink foam. Seems to work real well. And I'll just do driveways into the houses there. I don't know what kind of fences and stuff like that, but I want a concentration of trees in there. Every place that there's a town out here in the Southwest, it seems like the first thing that people used to do was plant trees because there is no shade out here. So concentrated populated areas like that seem to have a lot of trees. So I like the idea of having the trailer park really having a lot of trees because usually they're very old and tacky. But anyway, I have a vision in my head, and obviously you guys can't see inside my head, which is a pretty good idea, not being able to see inside my head. But but we'll see how that progresses. But the way they're laid out right now, I've moved them around a bunch of times. I've done a lot of thinking. I've looked at all kinds of structures and so forth, and I'm trying to use structures that I've already built, which is obvious. But like I said, let me know what you think about that over there, and we'll go from there. But I hope you enjoyed the video today, and thanks for watching.